Hello, hello, fam. Welcome. My name is Magdalene Janet. If you are new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time. And come visit me on TikTok and Insta because I'm there daily. And of course, welcome back to all my oldies but goodies. It is early in the AM. Is it even 6 o'clock? Yeah, it just turned 6 o'clock. We are ready to go. My face is done up with all the cream products because you guys, I got the Makeup Forever HD Skin Twist light powder. I saw this on Trendmood's page and I figured it wasn't available because I think she said that it was available in Europe, and I happened to look on the website and I saw that it's available only on Makeup Forever's website. Like, it's an online exclusive. So that's a good thing. Before we get started, let me tell you what I have on and then we can get with the powder. Starting off with this Milk Makeup Poreless Matte Primer. You guys know we have oily skin here, so we have to mattify the skin down, and I do have big pores. Let that sit a little bit, and then I went in with this foundation mix, the Givenchy Matte Foundation in the shade 5-N335, and I mixed it in with this Tower 28 SPF foundation. It's in the shade 35 Point Doom. Mix those up together, and you guys, this coverage is beautiful. The shade is perfect. Added it all over, then blended it out. Then I went in with my Rare Beauty contour stick in the shade Happy Soul. Applied it with this new Real Techniques brush, number 450. I really like it. Applied it all over to give us a little bit of color. Then using Rare Beauty's Hope Cream Blush, placed it, let it sit for about 20 seconds, then I blended it out with my finger. You guys know how I love working with my hands when it comes to makeup. And then of course using my e.l.f. under eye primer to prime the under eyes so it avoids creasing. Then I color corrected with my LA Girl yellow corrector. You guys, this stuff is bomb. And then talking about bomb, I'm using the new Too Faced Born This Way Eternal Light Smoothing Concealer in the shade Butter Croissant, and I added this concealer on the lids, on the under eyes, then blended it out, you know, per the usual. And here we are, you guys. I haven't set my lids or anything because when it comes to powders, powders should work for three things: your lids, your under eyes, and your skin. There's a lot of times that these powders only work for the skin so nicely, and then your eyes area looks super dry and crusty. No, we're not paying $42 for that, okay? So here it is. I got the shade light. I felt like the shade number 2, which was medium, would be a little bit too deep for my under eyes. I went in with the light. Look, it comes nicely sealed. This packaging is very nice. It comes with 3 powders, very similar to the Givenchy. You guys know how much I love that one. Get my tweezers. Is this not coming off? Oh, twist. Oh, duh. Let's see. Oh, dang. It looks exactly like Oma Beauty's packaging. It has this like little donut looking thing. This is Oma Beauty's powder. I really like this powder. We're going to twist like it is with the Oma Beauty. Let's see. Let's twist. Oh, yeah, it came out. You see? So you see these shades? We have a blue, a pink, and like a cream shade. Then, ooh. Let's get some good amount of powder. Look, I kind of like this because as it goes in here, it already is mixing all 3 shades. The Givenchy powder comes in like this, and you just mix it up top. This whole 4 shade powder system, I think, is genius. I mean, we have, you know, a 3 powder system here. But this is supposed to be a Lumi powder. So actually, let me give you some info about this powder so we're in the know. The new Makeup Forever HD Skin Twist and Light. It's a 24-hour luminous finishing powder. It comes in 4 shades. It comes in a 0.28 ounce container. This retails for $42. Blurs and illuminates the skin for 24 hours. Flat pearl pigments and spherical powders to reflect and diffuse light for a luminous, soft, focus effect. Lightweight and undetectable, you won't even know it's there. Each combination includes 3 powders to enhance and correct all skin tones. The innovative packaging is clean, mess-free delivery system that evenly distributes all 3 loose powders simultaneously. Just twist and apply. I want to show you on my phone how the powder looks. I can see already the luminous of this powder. You see the luminous right there? Ooh, this powder's light too. Okay, but so when it comes to Lumi powders, It's difficult to really set this very, very smoothly. I find that you have to go very lightly or else it just picks up texture or it just doesn't provide coverage. So let's set one side of the face because I'm scared. We're gonna get the powder puff right here. We're gonna put some of the powder here. Let's even this out a little bit. It's pigmented though. Okay, so instead of usually starting with the under eyes, let me start. Oh my God. Oh, this may be a little bit too loomy. Oh my God. Ooh, this shade's too light. First and foremost, I think. But I'm gonna press it in, then press in the under eyes and the lids. And let's see what we get. I think I was getting ahead of myself. It's looking nice, luminous. Like, right? You see that lumi? And this is what these powders do. They'll give you this lumi effect. The thing that I don't like about them is that a lot of times they just pull texture. Because anything shimmery and shiny will pull on texture, especially if you have big pores like me. You can't really see them. You see, this is before setting, after setting. Look at the lids. Lids look pretty good. I'm okay, a little surprised here. Working your way from the outside in is probably the best way because if you just go straight in here with your under eyes, it's just gonna kind of take over, especially like in the center of the faces where you have your pores and texture for the most part. It's pretty smooth considering this is a very loomy, straight up shiny ass powder. Makeup forever. I'm like a little surprised. So should we set the other side with the brush and see what we get? I think let's change it up. Okay, let's add a little bit more. And let's use maybe this type of brush because it's a little on the dense side. I may just set my under eyes with my puff because a lot of times I feel like the brushes don't get what I want, you know? So let's go. You see how pigmented this is? Be careful because it could go on your face literally like this, and we don't really want that. So we're gonna work it out here in the perimeter where pores are kind of not as visible, and then we're gonna work it in. And then I'm pressing this powder in, making sure I'm locking it in, the creams in. Let's see the eye area. I'm just gonna get my puff and just press. You always want to press powder in because you're locking your creams, especially if you have oily skin. You want to make sure it's locked in so it lasts all day. This is the brush side. I feel like the brush took a little bit of the bronzer coverage away. You see in the blush. And then here is the powder puff. It looks really good. I love the Lumi with no texture. Typically, you will see the texture right now because you see a little texture on the lids. It's not as smooth on the lids though. See that? And the under eyes are kind of creasing. I may have to get some matte powder and set them because, but let me try first. Yeah, like they're not setting as well. I don't know if you could see. There's a little creasing, not that much though. I've experienced more creasing with Lumi powders, but the coverage is there. It didn't remove it. And I have to get a little bit of some matte powder. I don't like to use two products, but it's gonna be a long day. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. We're gonna do a 12-hour wear test. I'm just getting a little bit of the powder. I'm just gonna set the under eye. Find that matte powders really lock that concealer in, lock in that coverage, just lock it in. And I'm not touching anywhere other than my under eyes. You see how much smoother it looks with the matte powder? Say the skin looks bomb. Like it just looks healthy. Like we drank our water or we're sweating. One or the other, but it looks healthy, right? Let me give you the time. It is 6:18 in the AM. So let me turn these lights on. Familia, I'm back. So we have to do a flash test. because I have a feeling that because I made the mistake of getting the lighter shade, we may have some flashback. If you're not familiar with flashback, a lot of times powders give you flashback. If you set your skin, you do the rest of your makeup, you set it with setting spray, you have like this white cast that shows through, but a lot of times you see it in pictures, not necessarily like live and in person like here. I feel like I could see it here because this shade is really light. You see that? Scared. I think I'm just stalling at this point. Okay, let's just do the damn thing. Oh, no flashback. Oh! Wow! Look, not bad, huh? And you see that glow right there? But you don't see like texture picking up. Oh my God. And by the way, I keep saying setting powder, it's habit. This is a finishing powder. The difference from a setting powder and a finishing powder, setting powders typically are matte or like a soft matte. They don't have shimmer and they set your makeup down. The cream products I put down, we set it and they won't move. You're most likely gonna be a little bit matte. We're good, right? A finishing powder would go over a setting powder and just finish up the skin. Although this is a finishing powder, I want to show you how it would set the face and how the skin would look, because I understand the purpose if this is just the finishing. You add it at the high points of your skin so we get this glow. But I want to show you guys how the product works, especially when it costs $42. We're going to have to use it all kinds of ways to get our money's worth, okay? Even though this is not my shade, and you can kind of see, you can kind of see like right here, I find that it just melted in the skin very, very well. You know how I just kind of contoured the cheeks a little bit with this powder? I would suggest to not do that because you would have like a patch here and a patch here. I kind of see them, but whatever. It's just, you know, this is what first impressions are all about. And this is very different in the sense that it's extremely pigmented. And let me show you the pores and the lids. Now that we've had it for, I would say maybe like 45 minutes, you see no texture. You see how smooth that looks? Even my lids look a little bit smoother, and I feel like it's just the warmth of the skin. We do have oily skin, so we're not trying to look gastadas at the end of the day, but we will see. Today's gonna be another 100-degree day in LA, and I have a lot of errands to run, so I'll be out and about sweating. Before I go, I have Total Baller lip liner. Look at this little one. It's holding me down. And then I'm using Teddy Fluff in the Smooth Whip. So let's go in front of the window so you guys can see different lighting, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, fam, look at this skin. Oh my gosh, look how smooth and glowy it looks. Let me know, should I get a deeper shade? Because in sunlight, I'm kind of like feeling this. And look how smooth everything looks. Pores, wear, texture, under eyes look really good. Although we did use like a matte powder, but look at the lids. Don't mind my dirty windshield. You guys, I cannot believe how fast today went. It is 6:20. We've had this Makeup Forever finishing powder all day long. I got some footage about 2 hours ago, of course, in different lighting, so you can see how the skin looks. The skin is very, very glowy, but of course, we knew that was gonna happen. I do have oily skin. It is very hot out. The skin looks really well put together. All the makeup looks good for you guys. Gastada wear. The skin looks so good. I, of course, am oily because, you know, I'm an oily gal. Look at this skin. It just looks so freaking good. Look at the under eyes. The under eyes, that's what I've been keeping my eye on. Of course, we did use a little bit of matte powder, but look how they look. Look, you see? Look at the skin. I do have a little bit of patches of my bronzer because I was wearing my mask today. All in all, the skin looks so good. Let's tap and see how we would look just to get that layer off, that oily layer off of the skin. And I'm just using the sponge I used earlier today. Look at this. I just love how the skin looks. This is a good powder. It is a finishing powder, but I set the makeup so well considering how shimmery and how pigmented it is. I didn't look super like pale because I did get the wrong shade. So I should have got shade number 2. So if you're my skin tone, I would recommend shade 2. But of course, as you saw, shade 1 definitely worked. This is so good. It's pricey, but I just love how the skin looks. So good, so good. I will link it down below for you to check out. And this is it, fam. Thank you so much for all the love and support you always show me. Of course, let me know your thoughts on this. And I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.